Glad to have you join us on the news at 8. I am Bukola Taylor Cole. President Bola Tinubu has issued a directive to reduce the size of Nigeria's official delegation to the forthcoming United Nations General Assembly meetings in New York, United States. This directive was disclosed by the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila. The Chief of Staff said the decision to streamline Nigeria's delegation to the 79th session of UNGA in September is part of the administration's commitment to ensure prudent management of resources and reduce the cost of governance, highlighting the need for the State House and agencies under its supervision to ensure that its functions are guided by regulations, policy decisions, and presidential directives. Gbajabiamila hinted at upcoming policy announcements aimed at ensuring efficient service delivery in government operations. The Chief of Staff urged heads of agencies to comply strictly, adding that the President is listening to the concerns of Nigerians and is committed to addressing them diligently. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, says its operatives have arrested a Vietnam-bound businessman, Paul Mbaduga, at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, after he tested positive for ingestion of cocaine. In a statement signed by the agency's spokesperson, Femi Babafemi, says the 54-year-old suspect was intercepted at the boarding gate of the Abuja airport on Monday, August 12, during the outward clearance of Qatar Airways flight to Vietnam via Doha. According to Babafemi, the suspect excreted a total of 88 wraps of the illicit drug with a gross weight of 1.710 kilograms after 4 days under excretion observation. The suspect claimed that he was given the cocaine pellets to swallow by a friend in the Solo area of the state for onward delivery in Vietnam for a fee of $2,000. In the same vein, the agency said its officers at the export shed of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos, intercepted a shipment of Loud, a synthetic strain of cannabis weighing 800 grams concealed in noodles going to Congo. A follow-up operation at the Alaba International Market, Ojo area of Lagos, led to the arrest of the sender of the consignment, Nnamani Soni. Meanwhile, a large consignment of Loud imported from Canada has been recovered by the agency's operatives at the Lagos airport from a suspect, Desalu Temitope, who arrived on board an Air France flight with 6 boxes, was arrested by anti-narcotics officers during a joint examination by security agencies at the arrival hall. The Office of the First Lady of Lagos State has finalized the selection of 200 participants to participate in the nationwide farming competition for first-time female farmers. Lagos First Lady Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu at a press conference and seminar organized for the selected Lagos participants said the program under the Renewed Hope Initiative of the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, aims to promote the culture of home farming across Nigeria. She emphasizes the importance of home farming as a tool for economic empowerment, food security, and environmental sustainability.
Home a garden competition aimed at promoting home farming comes at a critical time when food prices are soaring across our country and beyond. Her Excellency, Distinguished Senator Oluremi Tinubu, CON, rightly believes that embracing home farming will bring much needed relief to many Nigerians at this time in our nation.
Coming into this program, you've automatically become a farmer. Now you are farming in your backyard. You may not be tilling the ground like Haiti Wapa said. It may just be sacks where you plant your yam tubers and what have you. So when I say great farmer, you shout back and say what? So we have farmers. Are you sure you are first time farmers? That is the requirement for this program.
This is a stepping stone for you to start your own farming. You never can tell. Before you know it, one of you can be a mechanized farmer. It is a right step in the right direction.
Dr. Sanwo-Olu highlights the criteria as outlined by the Office of the First Lady of Nigeria to select the contestants across the 5 divisions of the state.
Women are eligible to participate. Interested participants must be first-timers. Some, when they were filling the forms, we discovered that they were not first-timers. At the end of the day, we decided that we will use the questionnaire to determine who are the first-timers and who are the experienced farmers.
Any society that does not know the number of people that is planning for is already planning to fail. Lagos does not want to fail. Lagos should continue to win, and Lagos should continue to do well. So I would like to take the message out there that people should go and obtain LASACA. It's all free. Nobody is paying anything for it. But the advantages, they are great. All of the things that the government is doing will depend on data.
Dr. Sanwo-Olu says in addition to the 20 million Naira star prize for the overall winner across the country, the Office of the First Lady of Lagos State will provide consolation prizes for each of the 200 first-time farmers and another 50 experienced participants. Over 5 million children will benefit from the free child health services across Lagos State. Wife of Lagos State Governor Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu disclosed this at the flag-off ceremony of Maternal, Newborn Child and Adolescent Health Plus Week. Health correspondent Aminat Elegushi has the report.
The wife of Lagos State Governor Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu arrived here at the city centre Lagos Island to officially flag off the year 2024 Maternal, Newborn Child and Adolescent Health Plus Nutrition Week. Welcomed by health officials, nursing mothers and other stakeholders, Dr. Sanwo-Olu says the initiative is to promote the well-being and survival of women and children.
We are aware that a baby survival is closely tied to adequate nutrition. And so we greet all our mothers here for breastfeeding our children religiously. Thank you very much. Despite our efforts in keeping our children alive, we have the infant mortality of 47 per 1,000 live births. We encourage our mothers to please exclusively breastfeed our children.
She emphasized that the state government has zero tolerance for sexual and domestic violence, adding that adolescents and youths in the state remain a priority during the week-long event.
It is our collective responsibility to ensure that all individuals in our community are aware of and take full advantage of this week's activities. I extend my gratitude to all the executive chairmen of the 57 LGAs, LCDAs in Lagos State and their wives for their unwavering support for this life-saving program. I also appeal for continued support in all forms to maximize the benefit for our children.
It is wise to put more emphasis on disease prevention and early detection than finding cure. Promoting healthy lifestyles for the family is therefore of valuable importance, and these include the practice of adequate dietary diversity, personal hygiene, physical exercise, adequate rest, eliminating addictions, medical screening, and more importantly, getting help when necessary.
The event, which will run from Monday 12th of August to Friday 16th of August 2024, will offer free routine immunization, vitamin A supplementation, deworming, growth monitoring, malnutrition screening, and the management of malnourished children. Aminat Elegushi, LTV News.
The Lagos State government says it remains committed to protecting and projecting its cultural heritage to the world. This was made known at a press briefing ahead of this year's Culturala Festival. We have details in this report.
As part of its mission to promote cross-cultural dialogue on a global scale, the Lagos State government, in conjunction with the Coachella Africa, is set to lighten up the Center of Excellence with this year's Coachella Festival under the new leadership of Coachella Africa. Speaking at a press briefing, the special advisor to the governor on tourism, arts and culture, Idris Aregbe, says the Lagos State government is collaborating to boost youth engagement and empowerment by investing in the creative sector and vocational skills and training for youth in Lagos. As he urged Nigerians, especially youth, to portray the image of the country positively on social media and avoid derogatory painting of Africa as poor and dirty.
Lagos is also working on digital engagement, so you can agree with me that you can't want to do anything with the youth without ensuring that it's digitalized, and that is why the essay on tourism and culture is working on the creative vision, where it's trying to bring together youths from different walks of life to teach them on digital training.
Aregbe further disclosed that this year's Coachella Festival will bring together Africans from across the globe and lovers of the continent to explore and celebrate diverse traditions, cultural expression and artisanal craftsmanship across Africa.
It's important for everyone to come together because our culture is our way of life, and it's actually gradually going into an extent. And we see that if we don't come together to do this kind of programs, enlightenment, education, then our culture can actually finally go into extent.
Chief Executive Officer of Coachella Africa, Dolamu Badejo, noted that this year's Coachella Festival mission is to leverage on culture and art as pivotal tools for enhancing international relations, fostering youth development, promoting social cohesion, and unifying the continent to drive economic growth.
It's remaining true to our identity, remaining true to our culture, our traditions, our art, our expressions, and just not getting carried away with what the international rest of the world are doing outside of Africa, but believing that we have something that equally stands, at par with international friends, and just telling that story through the different pillars of our society.
Nigerians, particularly the youth, were urged to always protect Nigeria and Africa at large positively through culture, arts, and tourism to the world. Ayola Adelesi, LTV News.
The Lagos State government says it will continue to provide an enabling environment for youth to thrive. Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogulende, stated this at a press conference organized to mark the International Youth Day. Olatundu Yusuf has the report.
Celebrated globally every year, the International Youth Day is another opportunity to spotlight issues affecting youth in the society, recognizing these myriads of challenges and also reaffirming its commitment to their growth and development. The Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, has continued to empower and equip thousands of young people with different programs and opportunities.
We have launched the LAGUP, which is the Lagos State Upskill Program, which aims to equip over 100,000 young people with digital and employable skills. We also partnered with the Lagos State Resident Registration Agency, the LASRA, to begin registering all young people in Lagos State between the ages of 18 and 35, ensuring accurate data collection for effective planning and resource allocation. Last year, we organized the Amplifier Business Clinic for young entrepreneurs, where participants learned various strategies for business success. They were also attached to mentors, and they received startup tools and financial support to scale their enterprises.
To celebrate this year's International Youth Day with a theme From Clicks to Progress, Youth Digital Pathways for Sustainable Development.
We will be engaging in a variety of events that aim to equip our youth with the skills and knowledge they need to thrive in a rapidly changing world. From digital skills, training to entrepreneurial development, from discussions on mental health to initiatives aimed at fostering creativity and innovation.
On Saturday, the 24th of August, 2024, we will be holding a youth engagement summit with several youth development officers, youth development practitioners, NGOs, relevant MDAs, and we will also be inaugurating our technical working group on youth engagement. On Tuesday, the 27th of August 2024, we will be holding a grand march past parade by our uniformed voluntary organizations for Mr. Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, and all other critical stakeholders of the state. We will also be presenting our grants to the winners of the Amplifier Business Clinic Entrepreneur Pitch Campus.
Apart from the lined-up activities, 150 participants of the Young Entrepreneurs Pitch Competition will also get free training in different skills. Olatudo Yusuf, LTV News.
With over 60% of the population under the age of 30, Nigeria's youths hold immense potential to shape the country's future across various sectors. Now, this special report by Jamiu Shonubi emphasizes that young people are not just the leaders of tomorrow, but active participants in today's economic, social, and political landscapes. His report.
Every year, International Youth Day shines a spotlight on the energy, creativity, and potential of young people around the globe. In Nigeria, a country with one of the largest youth population in the world, the contributions of young people are critical to the nation's progress. From tech hubs in Lagos to agribusiness ventures in the north, the young ones are proving that innovation knows no age limits.
And when you look at Nigeria as a case study, there have been a lot of significant development that we are having, particularly from the community development, that the major people that play the critical roles are the youth. And in fact, it's beyond the national development. Presently, globally, the youth constitute close to 57% of the global population. And that is to tell you how large the youth is having impact in development. And when we talk about the national development, talk about tech, talk about agriculture.
The youth is the catalyst for change. You know, most of what we go through, most of the experiences that we're going through right now is being triggered, in being stimulated by the youth. You know, the government accountability is being stimulated by the youth. Their ability to be transparent in processes, it is by the youth. You know, they are the ones that are vibrant. They are the ones that are they are technologically driven. They were born into technology. They were born into the digital space. They know how to maneuver. They know how to manipulate things, you know. So the sense, the ability, the skills that they are inherently born with, we need to start looking for ways to harness them for things that are constructive. We need to start harnessing them for things that will build the society, that will develop our economic landscape.
Their contributions are essential for fostering innovation, driving economic growth, and promoting social change. Empowering young people with the right tools and opportunities is key to harnessing their energy and creativity for national progress.
Presently, a lot of youth out there are ready to get involved in politics. But the intimidation from different forces and the stigma of saying that they are young, you cannot, nobody is too young to rule. When we look at our counterparts in different countries, you see that a lot of people that take their aims of affairs of their country are young people. Because the people they want to govern on, the young people constitute the larger population. It is very important that the young, not too young to rule bill that has been passed should be given life.
Need to be more purposeful about establishing mentorship programs. We need to be more purposeful about counseling programs, accelerator programs for youth, providing guidance in the areas of being introspective, in internally generating opportunities, internally generating revenues, internally generating ability to drive change, within the society.
The future of the nation rests in the hands of its youth. By investing in their development, the country can secure a prosperous and sustainable future for all.
The National Coalition of Apostles, Bishops, Archbishops and Cardinals has inaugurated its first national and state executives that will run the affairs of the group. National leader and founder of the association, Olusegun Roberts, said the coalition is aimed at bringing unity to the body of Christ.
The purpose of this coalition is first and foremost to cater for ministers, to build unity, to build a love amongst ourselves, and by extension to become more relevant to our nation as a people, as a group, and as men and women of God who desire the progress of the nation Nigeria.
We're about to pray for Nigeria, to pray for the nation, to pray for the peace to reign in this our country. We are gathered together in this group to support the government with prayer and with all power that is belong to us, and I believe God will help us.
Duty is to pray for the leader, advise them, and also our own duty is to pray for the citizen and advise them to be like intermediary between.
While inspiring to bring hope and positive change in the face of adversity, the group wants governments at all levels to improve agriculture and transportation sectors to reduce the burden on the masses.
The federal government, based on some of the outcries, should as much as possible, work on first and foremost making food available. By extension, that will need that the security architecture that brings about, easy transportation and movement of food and food items are easy to transport.
The National Coalition of Apostles, Bishops, Archbishops and Cardinals, established in year 2024, has members across the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Moving on to sports, boxers and officials have expressed excitement with the ongoing Yucateco Boxing League as Season 2 continues with Week 2 bouts held in Ikorodu. The developmental initiative has become the breeding ground for the next generation of boxers that will represent Nigeria at future Olympics, starting with the 2028 Games in Los Angeles, USA.
Season 2 of the Yucateco Boxing League, a record 48 bouts on the fight card as boxers continue their quest for glory. The season, which kicked off on August 11 at Ikeja, moved to Ikorodu over the weekend, with boxers showing tremendous improvement.
This is a really big opportunity for me. That's why I did everything possible to be here. And I know that the reason for coming here will not be for waste. I want the world to know me because I have passion for this game.
It's where boxers in different aspects, like going out, going to different places. Maybe next week now, we can go to Cross River or Abuja or somewhere like that. So like exposure.
I'm very sure my club is going to win this season 2. We are going to collect the cup of the season 2. And I'm sure I'm going to be the best boxer at the end of the tournament.
The Week 2 bouts attracted dignitaries, including the newly inaugurated executives of the Boxing Promoters Association, led to the venue by the Vice President, Wasiu Alabi.
They have been doing wonderfully, have been doing good. Look at the bout, look at the boxers, look at the smile on their face. That's what we want in the boxing industry. And of course, I've been happening. Look at the boxers, look at the coaches, look at the ref, official, look at everybody smiling so far.
While commending the discipline and commitment shown by boxers of respective clubs in the first 2 weeks of action, Technical Director, Yucateco Boxing League, Babatunde Laguda, reaffirmed the organizers' commitment.
It's more challenges because it's bigger than the first season.
a minimum of 24 bouts every day. At times we have 30 bouts due to when we have female matches. So it's challenging, but notwithstanding, it's with passion and love that we have for it, we are going through.
Chief Executive Officer Yukateco Boxing Promotions Omole Yakubu Imadu expressed satisfaction with the performance of the boxers and restated belief that the league will produce boxers that will win medals for Nigeria at the Los Angeles 2028 Olympics.
Every giving bout, right from the first one down to the end, is just awesome. It really shows that those giving boxers, they are just improving by the day. They've all put up a whole lot of forms, and we expect to see more. I'm impressed, and I'm very, very sure that this development that we are experiencing is going to go a great deal in developing our boxers.
The boxing train will move to Apongbon area of Lagos on Friday, August 23 for the Week 3 bout. Imadu, who was recently elected president of Boxing Promoters Association of Nigeria, assured fans of another exciting time.
Believe me sincerely, it's going to be very, very tough. It's going down because all the different boxers, they are highly spirited. So they really want to continue to show their talent. For those who have actually won, they want to stay on top. And those who actually lost, they really want to come back, So we are expecting a lot of exciting bouts ahead of us.
Over 300 boxers from 12 clubs are participating in the ongoing Season 2, which has the grand prize of 50 million naira on offer.
For more news, connect with Lagos Television on these social media platforms. Many thanks for watching the news at 8. Please remember to call Lagos toll-free line 767 or 112 in case of emergencies. I am Bukola Taylor Cole. Good night.